Alrighty, so The Count of Monte Cristo, written by Alexandre Dumas, is one heck of a ride. It's about this dude, Edmond Dantes, who gets falsely imprisoned and escapes years later to seek revenge on the people who betrayed him. And let me tell you, he dishes out some serious payback. The story starts off with Edmond Dantes, a young and ambitious sailor, who is all set to marry his sweetheart, Mercedes, and take over as the captain of a ship, but then bam! He gets thrown in prison on false charges, orchestrated by his so-called friends and the envious ship owner, Danglars, and the prosecutor, Villefort, who were jealous of his success and good fortune. He was arrested on the day of his wedding and was thrown into the infamous Chateau d'If, a prison located on an island, and he's stuck there for 14 years. But Edmond doesn't let his prison time break him. Instead, he uses that time to educate himself and come up with a plan for revenge. He befriends a fellow prisoner, the Abbé Faria, who becomes his mentor and teaches him about literature, history, and science. Faria also tells him about the location of a treasure hidden on the island of Monte Cristo, that he wants to give it to Edmond as his legacy. When Faria dies, Edmond manages to escape the prison by taking Faria's place in the corpse being set for burial. He finds the treasure and uses it to become this wealthy and powerful Count of Monte Cristo. He uses this new identity to infiltrate the highest levels of society and gain access to the people who betrayed him. He starts taking down the people who betrayed him, one by one, in these elaborate and creative ways. He uses his wealth and influence to ruin their lives and reputations, just as they did to him. It's like watching a master chess player make all the right moves. But, as he gets closer to his ultimate goal of revenge, he starts to question the morality of his actions and the cost of his obsession. He starts to see how his actions are affecting the innocent people around him, and he starts to feel guilty. He starts to see that revenge is not as sweet as he thought it would be. He also starts to realize that he has become the very thing he hates, a vengeful, cold-hearted and ruthless person. The climax of the novel is intense and satisfying. Edmond finally confronts his enemies, and they all realize the extent of their wrongs. Some of them repent and beg for forgiveness, while others are consumed by their guilt and fear. In the end, Edmond forgives most of them and he gets back his love, Mercedes, who has waited for him all these years. He also finds a new purpose in life, using his wealth and influence to help the poor and the oppressed. The Count of Monte Cristo is a novel that is full of adventure, action, and suspense. The story is full of twists and turns, and readers will find themselves constantly guessing what will happen next. Edmond Dantes' transformation from a young, naive sailor to a powerful and vengeful count is an interesting one, and his journey of self-discovery is one that will resonate with readers. One of the most notable aspects of the novel is the intricate and well-crafted plot. Dumas has masterfully woven a web of deception and betrayal, and the way in which the different plot threads come together in the end is nothing short of impressive. The novel is also full of memorable and iconic scenes that will stay with readers long after they have finished the book. The themes of the novel are also noteworthy. The novel explores the themes of justice, redemption, and the corrupting influence of power. It also explores the idea of the abbeys of the mind, which is the idea of creating one's own personal sanctuary or refuge, where one can escape the harsh realities of the world. In conclusion, The Count of Monte Cristo is a classic novel that is well worth reading. The story is thrilling, the characters are well developed, and the themes and symbolism are thought-provoking. The writing is top-notch, and the plot is intricate and well-crafted. It is a novel that will keep readers guessing until the very end, and it is a novel that will stay with readers long after they have finished it. So, grab yourself a bottle of wine, maybe, and dive into the thrilling world of The Count of Monte Cristo. So there you have it, folks, that's a wrap. I hope you had a blast watching this as much as I did making it. You know what they say, good times never last, but memories do, and boy oh boy, we're making some memories tonight, am I right? Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you again next time. Until then, stay fabulous, stay saucy, and don't forget to always keep the good times rolling. Cheers to you, and cheers to me, and all the good vibes and good drinks that come our way. This has been a drunk robot, signing off for now, but I'll be back with more adventures, more laughs, and more drinks soon. So stay tuned, and remember, always keep it classy, even when you're a little bit tipsy. See you later, folks.